Good morning, guys. I'm Zoe here at Chestnut Hills Farmstead, and we are so glad that you chose to join us today. We are going to get some chores done this morning, and then we've got another project in store. So let's get some chores done, let's meet the animals, and then we'll get started on something else. Girls, where are you? Pixie. Pixie, I'm gonna come see you. So the first animals we're gonna feed this morning are Pixie Dixie and Mary. They are our I don't know the official name, but they're Jerusalem donkeys. They have the cross on their back. We acquired Mary and Star a couple of years ago from a neighbor of ours. And Star was heavily bred, and she had Pixie Dixie. Well, Mary was also bred, but she had just gotten pregnant when we acquired them. In a freak accident, we actually have a video about it, we lost Star. So Mary took up and has taken care of Pixie Dixie. Well, then Mary had her baby, which was Stormy. And we have lost Stormy as well. We also have a video about that. And y'all, that just broke my heart. It was so sad. But it happens. So let me introduce you guys to Mary and Pixie Dixie. They are skittish. We have been working with them over the last couple of years. Well, Pixie Dixie's only about 1. So we've been working with them for taking treats from our hand, which they will do. But we do not get to pet them. But they do follow me around like little puppies. There's my girls. So the front one is going to be Pixie Dixie, and she's a lot younger than Mary. We predict Mary to be about 3 years old. Pixie likes to get out here, and she likes to run around, and she just has her good time. Mary's more calm and laid back. Hey, Pixie. Good morning. Good morning. I don't have any treats yet. Are you ready to eat? Want to go eat? Come on, girls. So we've just recently moved them to this spot up here on the hill. They've got plenty of shade in the trees you see behind me. They've got lots of pasture to graze. There's lots of fresh blackberries or dewberries, whatever you want to call them, for them to eat on. So they have everything that they need, but we do feed them every day, an all-stock feed. So we do spoil our girls sometimes. They love horse treats and they love animal crackers. That's what they're waiting on. We ran out of them yesterday, so they're waiting on some now. She said, "You got some treats for me?" All right, let's head down and feed the next bunch. Well, welcome to one of the hog pens. This houses our teenage pigs. Some of these are the pigs that we're growing out for other people, and it also includes 3 of ours that we're going to keep for ourselves to become mothers next year. Good morning, lazies. Good morning, lazies. What you doing over there? You got the hiccups. You got the hiccups, sweet girl. You've been eating too fast. So in this crew, we have 8. He is the only male that we have over here. And I promise you guys, you can see I've just filled up and gave them clean water, but they like to get in it and lay down. And then we've got 2 more here. We got this big black girl. We got Hiccup Queen. And we've got the other 3. So this big red one we're keeping. The big red one with the white stripe we're keeping. And then we're keeping old Hiccup Girl over there. So those are going to be the ones that are going to be our breeders. We will use them to become mothers for another set of babies sometime at the end of this year or next year. Well, welcome to the bird fence. This is where we house our turkeys, our geese, our ducks, the peacocks, and our meat birds. So where you see them here, they're going to be rotated, so nothing here stays in the same spot. So for those of you who may be new to Chestnut Hills, we have a pair of peafowl. We had Miss Brooke. Miss Brooke we hatched ourselves. She was an egg that came from the old Cog Hill farm before they moved. And then we have just recently acquired number 64, who is also now known as Mr. Jason. So we have our own pair of peafowl here, which is Miss Brooke and Mr. Jason. Well, don't they just make the cutest little pair? Look at those colors. That's Mr. Jason, previously known as 64. And then Miss Brooks over here eating. I think they make the cutest couple. What do you think? Well, here at Chestnut Hills, we have 5 parent pigs. We've got Henry, who is our gentle giant boar. We've got Penelope, Gertrude, Ellie, and Peggy. And they were the parents. We also used to have Babe, which Babe went to a new home. We did not have a need for 2 males because Henry can handle it on his own. So the baby pigs, well, the teenage pigs you guys have just met, they are the first set of babies off of my mama's. And now we've got our newest set that are here with the mamas, and they're out here eating corn. So they're the cutest little things. I'm going to show you guys. So I typically throw the corn out into the woods to encourage them rooting it up. But because I was trying to introduce you guys to everybody, I just threw some here to draw everybody in. But this is Peggy. And here we have Penelope is the red one. And then Gertrude is the black with the white stripe all the way across. This mega beast is Henry. Henry! If Henry was a person, I think he would probably sound like this. He's a big old boy and sits up to my hip, and I'm 5'4". Oh, Henry. Hello, there you are. And here's some of the babies. And then you see Ellie. Some of the babies and Ellie. Look at all those colors and babies. They're just everywhere. That little one over there. So we don't do traditional pig farming. You don't see a bunch of crates. You don't see a bunch of walls and fences, and you do see bare ground, but not bone bare ground. That's because we raise our pigs in the forest, in the woods. We put our pigs in woods like this, and they turn it into woods like this. So they're rooting all that gross stuff that we want out of here, and in turn, they're giving us fertilizer, and we are raising happy, happy pigs. Let me introduce you guys to the goat herd. By far my favorite. Well, this is our temporary goat housing. This is where the goats go when we're moving their fencing. So in just a couple of days, they'll be going to a new fence. But everybody's happy. So let me introduce you guys to everybody. Johnny, meet everybody. Everybody, meet Johnny. Johnny is our wether, which means he cannot reproduce. He is one of the original goats for Chestnut Hills Farmstead. Hello, Johnny. He's beautiful, and he knows it. This is Jack, and Jack has a twin sister named Jill, and Jill is somewhere. Jill is overeating, and this is their mama, Daisy. Daisy was one of my bottle babies that I raised, and she is sweet as pie. You see laying down this Chester. The big black guy in the back is Jingle. And then we have Racy Cup and her two babies that we just had this past weekend. Right here, this beautiful girl right here is Noelle, and Noelle had baby Jane, and she had baby, and she also had baby Jersey, which is right there. And then this is Belle. Belle is the mom of Jasper. And then back there, standing up is Gypsy. She's one of our originals. And that's her boys, Peanut Butter and Gus Gus. So welcome to the goat herd. Hello, Belle. Hello, Belle. That's a good girl, Belle. Well, welcome to the protege. That's what we are working on today. I want to show you guys a little update on it and show you what we're working on right now with it. We kind of put it on the back burner because we've had a lot going on lately. We've slowly but surely, we're filling the beds. We've got some grass we've got to get out of the rocks and all, of course. So we're gonna start working on that. But we are taking a different approach with this.
So she wanted to try something a little different on the base layer of those. We've got all this old firewood. Now we cut this, and this just stacked back here at the edge of the farm. We cut these up out of some storm trees, and she wants to try building her base layers with hugelkultur. Or I should say more of a hugelkultur style. Traditional hugelkultur stacks wood and plant debris and builds a mound on top of that in different layers. But it does it without the use of the typical flat-topped rectangular beds used more in American gardening. What we are doing is filling her raised beds with the wood and plant debris and still doing a traditional American raised bed as far as what's on top of it. We'll fill those with topsoil, top dress them with some black cow before she plants. But to build those base layers, we're going to have wood and plant debris decaying on the bottom. And then we'll continually mix that and provide some nutrients to her beds. Now, I know there's a lot of traditional gardeners that'll say, Nick, that's not hugelkultur. I know, I said that. We're taking a part of that to help build the nutrients in her boxes. We're just adding a lot of brown matter in the bottom. We're going to have this wood spread out through them. We'll have the natural leaves and topsoil from our woods, areas that the pigs have been in. They've rooted up. We can level all that off and fill the base layers of the box with that. We're building her boxes in layers. And we'll go in with topsoil and then top dress it with the black cow, as I said, to finish them off. This is in building those. That's where we want to start. And yes, I know that's not traditional hugelkultur. That's not what we're going for. But y'all already know we're not a how-to channel. We're just a how we do it channel. And this is something that we wanted to try. Who knows? We may have to start over later on. But for now, that's where we're headed with it.
Because we're putting all this together, it's all going to work together and it's going to start breaking down. And as it breaks down, it's going to make the very best environment for our raised beds. So Farmer Rhett and I went to town. We got some bags of garden soil, which are going to go on top. And then we're going to cover it with black cow on the very top layer. And it'll be ready to do a little bit of planting. So Nick and I decided, because we have so many different projects going on here on the farm, and this potager garden is a huge undertaking, as well as, you know, it costs a lot of money to build this and fill them with dirt and just all the different parts that go along with it, that we would focus on getting just a few of them ready while we're still going to do some traditional in the ground gardens this year and maybe a couple of my green stalks. So that way we're not having to push so hard and then put a lot of money in all at one time into these beds to get them all ready. When it's almost June already, we want to get growing. I'm not worried about having them in the beds this season. We could have a beautiful fall garden in this potager as long as we've got vegetables growing in the ground for our summer crop. So as much as I would have loved to have this big, lush, beautiful potager garden, you know, for the summertime, it's not going to happen, and I'm okay with that because this is way more than I ever expected for this year. So I'm just going to focus on 2-3 beds, and then next year or in the fall we'll focus on more, and then maybe by next spring we'll be able to utilize the entire thing. it's time to go round up Farmer Rhett. We're going to head to get the kids, and we'll meet you guys back here after school. Hey y'all. So due to unpredictable Alabama weather, we had an unexpected thunderstorm yesterday afternoon, which has put us working on the potager on hold. So we thought we would share with you guys a little bit with our visit when Angie from Big Family Small Farm came to our farm this week.
Big Family's Small Farm is coming, but I'm not going to tell y'all yet. They're going to be here in just a minute. So, while we're waiting, we're doing the water.
All right, guys, I told you Big Family was coming.
We're here.
They're here. We left Wes and Nick at work.
Yep.
So we're just girling it today.
Except for little Red here. Farmer Red will be our one.
Well, he's plenty enough boy for all of us. And they found Holly. Holly's our girl. So Angie came all this way just to bring me some plants. She just drove 2.5 hours to bring me a whole array of beautiful plants. But that's not why Angie's here. So that's right. So let us show you guys exactly why Angie's here. Look at them. And they are so sweet.
Blue.
Very nice.
They are fluffy. I love
And
it.
I told the girls what we were going to get. They said, we're coming. Well, she didn't tell us until like right before we left. Yeah. And then I told Lily, and Lily made a last minute decision to come.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I guess I need to go.
Yeah.
We didn't know what we were doing, y'all.
They didn't know till just before they left to come here.
Your mommy said you had a bunch of these little babies. I said, can I have 2 of them? Because I want 2 geese. I want 2 geese walking around our farm.
And they're about 2 weeks, right?
Uh-huh. Yep, right at about 10 days.
Hey, we still have a lot more. They're so big. We have a lot more, so y'all
We've got 3 more.
It's from the hide.
Well, we've got Big Family Small Farm girls here. But we aren't going to tell Wes that we're taking Angie down to see the pigs because she brought a carrier, which means she might be taking one back home with her.
We have little ones and big ones.
Piggy, piggy, piggies!
I have them.
Come on, piggy, piggies!
Look at that little teeny tiny one.
That little one's part of the newest batch.
Hey, look at the tiny.
Oh, the newest batch?
Yeah, these little bitty ones. Oh, they're
So many pigs.
Wow, that's a lot.
Oh, I love the little one. That's so cute.
look at me. Look. Look.
Yeah. I probably haven't seen this many pigs in my life.
Well, there's 5 adults.
Awesome.
There's
They have so many
I think we have 36 or 40 babies all together now. I can't even remember it. They're everywhere.
Floppy ears.
Yeah. And they're very gentle. To be so big, they are gentle. Well, I did notice that you brought a carrier, and they could hold the
A
geese.
blanket and a carrier.
See, y'all could hold the geese, and that carrier's big enough to put one of the babies.
The other way, too.
That's right. She's on the phone with Wes.
It's like you can go to Chestnut Hills, but you can't get a pig.
Yeah, you can go visit 2.5 hours away and not bring a pig home.
Oh. I just saw the dog.
He's so mad. I'm throwing a fit.
They look a lot bigger when you hold them versus on the ground. Oh, goodness.
He's like
She
growling.
said, apply pressure. Apply pressure. Look. They're so sweet. All right, bye, Angie. Load it up. It's going with you.
Oh, Wes made me promise I would not bring
Wes would send you back.
I said, no piggy. He said, do not bring home a piggy.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, you're... Oh,
The pig whisperer.
Huh?
He's a pig whisperer.
He's just
He's so
relaxing.
sweet.
Look at his little face.
Oh, okay. We won't bother you while you get love. You said that wants some love. Look at that sweet little face.
Yeah, your baby.
Yeah, yeah.
Have it in like a little.
Put it in a
Put it
onesie.
in a onesie and take it in a buggy.
Yes, she's
I got a little dog harness. I can walk it until it gets too big for it.
That is the most content pig.
Oh yeah. This should be my little pet piggy. Oh. And I got lots of room for you to run.
Yes, yes.
So thank you so much.
You're welcome. We love you
Y'all have a
guys.
good day and have fun with your animals.
Yeah,
and
we
let
got
us know
more
if you need
chores
anything.
to do.
Yeah. And let us know if y'all need help. I'm serious. We'll come over and help.
Don't take this home.
All right, Rat. Who just left? Was it Miss Angie?
Yeah, but big, small farm.
Big family, small farm. They just came. They gave us some plants, and we gave them what?
Eggs.
Baby geese.
Yay!
And then we found some goose eggs, so we sent them home with some more goose eggs. Oh, and by the way, Wes would not let Angie have a baby pig. Tell him. Sweet Angie. She's so giving, and she has such a big heart. She brought us some plants. They got baby geese. And we sent them home with some goose eggs and try to hatch themselves.
Our friends left us.
Our friends left us.
Yeah. I liked Miss Angie's daughters.
Yeah.
They were so pretty.
They are pretty, aren't they?
But they left us. Our friends left us.
If you can't tell, he's sad that our friends left.
Thanks for watching Chestnut Assumption. Big family, small farm. Came and visit. Bye. I love y'all.